Hey friends, today we're going to try something a little bit different. It's called Flip This Classroom, which means that you're going to learn the lesson, which is this video, at home with your parents. So hello parents. And then tomorrow in class, we're going to do the homework or the assignment and practice what we've learned during our lesson. So tonight we're going to talk about characters and setting. So I want you to think about your movies, your favorite books, anything like that has a person in it and that has a place in it. So think about that. Think in your brain of your favorite movie and your favorite book. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine. One of my favorite movies is The Lion King. And I found a video and a short little clip, and I can't play it right now, but we might just watch it tomorrow in class. And the clip is of Mufasa and Simba sitting on top of what that is called Pride Rock. And they're sitting up there, and Mufasa tells Simba, he says, everything that the light touches is our kingdom. And in this video, you see the characters, or the people, Mufasa and Simba, and they're sitting in a place, and they're sitting in something called Pride Rock, and that is the place. And so they talk about the place, but they're also in the place. So I want you to think in your brain and remember what you just thought about. Think about your favorite movie or your favorite book, and think about who's in it. So the main people. Who is it about? What is the story about? Who is the story about? And then think about where the story takes place. Does it take place in a barn? Does it take place at school? Does it take place on a school bus? And then who are the characters? So some examples would be Spider-Man or Olaf from Frozen, or anybody that a movie or a story is about. That's the character. So our essential question is going to be, what is a character and what is the setting? And that's what we're going to talk about in our lesson tonight. So we're going to learn those different things, and we're going to learn about the characters and the setting in a story. So there are a lot of different parts that make up a story. The characters and setting are two of the biggest ones. So the characters in a story are the people in a story. And then they're the ones that they're the ones that are talking, and they're the ones that are doing things in the story. They're who the story is about. So in The Lion King, Mufasa and Simba, that's who the story is about. And then you have the setting, and the setting is the place where the story takes place. And this is where the story happens. This is where the characters are and where the story is happening. That's called the setting. So again, that's where the story is. So you have the characters, which is who the story is about. So when you think characters, think who. So characters, who the story is about, who is doing the action, who is talking, who is doing the stuff in the story. And then you have setting. And when you think setting, think where. Where is the story taking place? Where is the story happening? Where are the characters? And that's the setting. So characters are the people and the who, and setting is setting is the where and the place. So that's how you can remember those two. So what I want you to do for tomorrow, I want you to come into class, and I just want you to think in your brains. I want you to think of your favorite movies, think of your favorite characters, or think of your favorite movies and your favorite books. And then I want you to see if you can figure out who the characters are and who the setting is. What the setting is, excuse me. Some of you wear shirts. I've seen you guys wear shirts with Spider-Man on it, or with Batman on it, or with Olaf or Elsa on it, and you have your characters on your shirt. And then think about the place. The place could be a house, the place could be a school. And what I want you to do is I want you to get a clean sheet of paper, just like this. It doesn't have to be on a clipboard, but just a sheet of paper. And for class tomorrow, I want you to have this with you so that we can kind of start talking about characters and setting. And so this is how I'm going to know if you watch this video, and how I'm going to know if you are kind of understanding what we're doing. So I want you to draw a circle, draw two circles actually. Draw one up here and one kind of down here. And in the top circle, I want you to write characters. And in the bottom circle, I want you to write setting. And this is something that you can do with your parents, and you guys can just have fun with this. Then I want you to draw 3 lines off of the characters, and then I want you to draw 3 lines off of setting. Just like that. And then off of each line, I want you to draw a circle. So each line. And then you see how you have characters, and then you have setting, and then each of these is blank. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to use your brain, and I want you to think of 3 examples of a character and 3 examples of setting that you can think of. You can think of anything. You can put Spider-Man. You can put Olaf. You can put whoever you want to. You can put Mickey Mouse, anybody, as the characters. So I just want you to think of 3 examples. And then for the setting, I want you to do the same thing. Think of 3 examples of setting. And then I want you to bring this to class. So put this in your folder and bring it to school tomorrow. And we're going to take a look at it and see what all exciting ideas you come up with. And then tomorrow in class, we're going to read a nursery rhyme called Humpty Dumpty. And we'll read that tomorrow. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have everyone fill this out. And this sheet says characters on this side, and it says setting on this side. And what we're going to do is we're going to read it, and then you at your seat, you're gonna draw a picture of who you think the character is in our story and what you think the setting is in our story. So I want you to remember, as you're coming up with your examples and as you're talking to your parents, I want you to remember that a character is the person or the who in a story, and setting is the place or the where in the story. So just remember those 2 things. So character, who, setting, where. I hope you have a great day, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.